Hey guys, what's up? My name is Sean Wayne and today pag-usapan nga natin itong nakita ko kahapon sa Inquirer.net. Ayon nga sa kanilang article, but una sa lahat, kamusta po kayo? Happy Sunday everyone! Ayan, kagagaling ko lang sa labas. I went out on a date with my family. Ayan, share ko lang sa inyo. Tita Duties, ayan, mga nephew ko, tsaka ang sister ko. Shoutout dun pala sa pinsan ko na nakita ko kanina sa isang mall. Diyan. Kay Roxanne. Hello sa'yo, Roxanne, at dun sa kasama mo. Siyempre kasama namin ang aking brother-in-law na wala sa picture. Kasi mapapagod lang siya kung saan pupunta yung mga bata. Ayun, so very timely naman itong magiging topic natin. Hindi naman natin topic dito. Definitely tatamaan dito yung mga tatay na hindi nagbibigay ng suporta. Okay? So, ayon nga dito kay Inquirer.net, just in Representative Erwin Tulfo, Jocelyn Tulfo, Ralph Tulfo, Eric Yap, and Ed Vic Yap file House Bill 8987 or the Paternal Child Support Responsibility Act. Huh? Paternal Child Support Responsibility. Which seeks to fix the amount of financial support that non-custodial father should provide for this child. Under nga daw ng House Bill na ito, 8985, basically guys, itong House Bill na to ay na-file noong August 29. Na mamaya makikita natin yung kanilang copy ng House Bill. It proposes the paternal support be fixed at 10% of father's salary but should not be lower than 6,000 a month or 200 a day. The measure also proposed penalty of 6 to 12 years imprisonment and a fine of 100,000 to 300,000 for deadbeat fathers who willfully fail to pay child support. Under Republic Act 9262 or Anti-Violence Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act considers depriving or threatening to deprive women or children of financial and aid legally due to her or deliberately giving insufficient aid as acts of violence against women and children. So, sabi nga rin dito, however, the VAUSILO imposes a lower penalty of 6 months to 6 years imprisonment for depriving or threatening to deprive women and children of financial aid. So, actually na-post ko ito sa mga pages ko, gaya nga nito sa Facebook. Makikita mo, you not know about the Tulfo brothers, sabi ni Kuya Otso. Sabi ni Patrick, paano kung construction worker yung guy, palibhasa kumikita ng milyones? So sabi naman ng Kuya Otso, that is not true. 6K a month, una nilang gagawin pataasin ng sahod para fair. Exactly. That's number one. So sabi ni Ems Borns, tapos yung author 4 na kaso parte sa pamilya wagas. Wala pa akong sinasabi, may nag-comment na. Anyway. So ayun nga dito, alam naman ng mga Tulfo na meron ng batas about sa child support. Okay? Ang number one kong question, what makes them think that this bill, if it becomes a law, mas magiging effective kaysa sa RA 9262, which by the way, it's not only Republic Act 9262. We also have Republic Act 7610. Ayon nga dito kay Republic Act 7610, other acts of abuse and circumstances which endanger child survival and normal development. This is another way of saying economic sabotage o hindi pagbibigay ng child support. 'Di ba? Tama ba? Programs on child abuse, exploitation, and discrimination. Now, even before we get into that, now, scrutinize din natin yung mga ipinasang bill ng ACT party list, ng ACT-CIS, no, or Tulfo party list. So ayon nga dito, tignan natin, ang dami nilang ano rito. Tingnan natin yung mga approve nila. So, dito, an act requiring the registration of subscriber identity. So basically, kung sisilipin natin guys, no, sino nga ba ang principal authors? Nakalagay dito Romualdez, Marcos, Asidre, Jude. So isa sila sa mga co-authors. Okay? Isa sila sa mga co-authors. Pero hindi sila ang author's final reading. Pero in truth, hindi sila ito ang principal author. Oh. Sila ang principal author. Ito bang SIM registration ay gawa ng ACT? CIS hindi. Ayan po. Tingnan pa natin yung iba nilang ano. Pero nakalagay dito Nagluloko ang ating browser. So kung titingnan nga natin tong mga naging batas na to na sinasabi nila. Kung i-re-review natin guys yung wait lang Okay guys, so tingnan natin tong House Bill na sinasabi nila. So ayon dito, eto matatawa ka, no? So, unti-unti nating bibigyan ng komento ang House Bill na to. So, gaya nga ng sinabi ko, it was received last August 29, 2023. Pero kahapon lang nabigyan ng ano no, emphasis sa mga mainstream media. So, ayon nga dito, introduced by Representative Erwin Tulfo, Edvic Yap, Jocelyn Tulfo, Eric Yap, and Ralph P. Tulfo. Ang alam ko, isa sa mga to is lawyer, but definitely none of the Tulfos. So, explanatory note. Basahin natin. The right of the children to support, including proper care, nutrition, especially protection from all forms of neglect, abuse, cruelty, exploitation, and other conditions prejudicial to their development is given credence by the 1987 Constitution. Kung maalala nyo nga kanina guys, no, pinakita ko ang isang part ng provision ng RA 7610. Almost ito lang din ang sinasabi, neglect, abuse, and exploitation. Tama? Article 194 of the Family Code defines support as everything indispensable for sustenance, dwelling, clothing, medical attendance, education, and transportation, the overall maintenance of the financial capacity of the family, and the expenses for school or training for a profession of the child, even if she is older than 18 years old and beyond the age of majority. Wow. So, this particular bill itself is somewhat like, no, showing that ito ay pinoprotektahan ng mga entitled na anak. Fulfillment of the said obligation is primarily tasked to the parents as provided by Article 195 of the Family Code. Okay? In a recent study, the World Health, it is accounted about 15 million solo parents, or 95% of which are women, which is true. In light of that majority, the deadbeat parents are men. there is an imminent necessity. Alam mo, I'm interested, no? If they're saying 95% are women, sana may pinapakita silang data dito mismo sa bill na 'to. And hindi na ako personally, hindi ako naniniwala sa 95%. I really doubt it. No, there are only 5% na solo parent tatay. Parang masyado namang prejudice 'tong ano na 'to, bill na 'to. So ayon nga rin dito, the paternal child support is thoroughly enforced na and the neglect of paternal responsibility shall be dealt with stringent penalties. Wow. Criminalization of a deadbeat father is already duly provided. Okay guys, no? Ito nare-recognize na nila. It's already provided under Republic Act 9262 or the Anti-Violation Against Women and Children or VAUC, particularly referred to an economic abuse, which includes the withdrawal of child support. However, the comprehensive implementation and enforcement of paternal child support, including all others to establish the said obligation, is still legislative priority. Ngayon, here's one of my question. Gaano ba kababa ang success rate ng provision ng VAUC? At gaano rin kataas yung kanyang unsuccessful rate? Gaano ba karami out of this kini-claim na 15 million na solo parent na nanay, ilang percent ba sa 15 million na yan ang nagsampa ng kaso dahil sa child support? Whether VAUC man yan or Republic Act 7610 man yan. Gaano kataas? Particularly referred as economic abuse, which include It is in this regard that this proposed measure seeks to establish the amount of paternal child support and streamline the process of establishing paternity, which is prerequisite for a child support order. Child support order. Thereby realizing the objectives of Republic Act. Solo parent is providing adequate social protection programs to solo parents, which again are mostly mothers, and declogging court dockets which subject matter pertaining to child support. Declogging. Paano mo made-declog ang mga court dockets kung magsasampa ka lang din naman ng kaso? Kasi based dito sa sinasabi nito, this is civil in nature, hindi administrative. Okay? Kasi mangyayari diyan, parang bibigyan ka lang ng demand letter. Ayan, mag-ano ka, magsuporta ka. So, pag hindi ka nag-respond dun sa demand letter, the next thing na mangyayari, kakasuhan ka na. May capacity ba ang DSWD na mag-try and hear ng mga cases about this? Hindi po sila gaya ng COMELEC, no? Na merong mandate sa kanila na pwede silang mag-try and hear ng mga cases related to election. So, ito na nga tayo guys, no? Maikli lang to, 6 pages lang to, pero matatawa kayo dito sa mga pag-uusapan natin. Siyempre, mas maganda magiging usapan nito pagka mga abogado na gaya nila Attorney Claire ang magdi-discuss nito. So, ayon nga dito, it was presented by the Tulfos and the Yaps. So, I will assume na itong Edvic at saka Eric magkapatid, itong mag-ina, itong maghipag, itong mag-uncle. It's a family affair. 'Di ba? Tapos yung mga tao, galit na galit about sa political dynasty. Ito, hindi lang to dynasty eh. It's a family affair. Pangalawa, I find it very odd and weird that Jocelyn Tulfo is one of the co-authors, no? One of the authors rather of this bill. Bakit? Dahil alam na alam niya for the longest time, no? Based sa sinabi ni Julie Licop, na si Raffy Tulfo hindi sumuporta sa anak. Tapos ito siya, gagawa siya ng ganitong bill. Dapat noon pa. Siya mismo, no, bilang naging nanay na rin. Sinabihan niya siguro, no, sana. 'no? Sana ano bang alam natin 'no? Sana sinabihan niya si Idol Rafi, "Uy, suportahan mo naman yung anak mo, mga anak mo." 'Di ba, nakakatuwa. Ayon dito ang act punishing the willful failure of the, to pay paternal child support. Siya ba bilang isang private citizen noon 'no, nung nalaman niya si Idol Rafi, may legal na asawa at merong legal na anak, pinush niya ba si Idol na, "Uy, suportahan mo naman yung anak mo?" That's one of my biggest question for someone to be pushing a bill like this right now, 'di ba? Definition of terms, 'yan. Child refers to a person below 18 years old, 18 years of age or an 18 years old or over but is unable to fully take care of, well, alam na natin 'yan. Child support is a money regularly paid by one parent to the other parent for the purpose of providing adequate financial support to their common child or children. Oftentimes, child support is paid by a non-custodial father to a custodial mother or guardian care in case of an orphan or close relative in case of child or children left in their care by both parents. This support is meant for the maintenance of a child um, or a child that the parent whom medical attendance, education, and yada yada yada. Reimbursement. Okay. What? Interest penalties, incoming withholding, attorney's fees. Ano? Hindi naman 'to nasasabi sa ano, sa child support as defined by family code. Attorney's fee? Talaga? Ang bata ba may kakasuhan? Alam lang ng bata mula mula infant hanggang mag-18 yan, maglaro, magjowa, yun lang naman alam gawin ng mga yan, eh. So why do they need attorney's fee? 'Di ba? Child support should be monetary. Child support can sometimes be at ano, no, material, eh. And which by the way, pagdating sa ganitong bagay, it's always about co-parenting. Kung ano yung kung ano yung pangangailangan ng anak, laging hati ang magulang, 'di ba? Kailangan ba monetary? Paano kung kaya nga naghiwalay yung mag-asawa dahil yung nanay waldas sa pera, eh. So 'pag binigyan mo ng pera yung nanay ng anak mo, right? This is just a very good example and it really happens, no? They exist. Bigyan mo ng pera yung nanay ng anak mo, winawaldas ang pera, sugarol pala. Babalikan ka na naman ng DSWD? Babalikan ka ng ano, ng DOJ? "Oh, bakit naging palaboy ang anak mo? Hindi ka siguro nagbibigay ng child support?" Hindi, nagbibigay po ako pera. Kaya lang po, yung ex ko, waldas eh. Lalakero, laman ng kalsada, feeling dalaga. May ganyan pong nanay, hindi ko nilalahat ha. But they do exist. 'Di ba? Do you really have to be very distinct about money? Meron din po mga mag-ex ano, ang arrangement nila, ikaw ang tuition, ako pagkain ng mga anak ko. Maghiwalay na 'yan, Ikaw ang pangangailangan nila sa eskuwelahan, ikaw ang pangangailangan nila medikal, mag-provide ka sa kanila ng HMO, ikaw ang magbayad ng tuition fee nila. Those things do happen. It's not necessarily na kailangan yung tatay ng mga bata, magbigay sa'yo ng pera lang, 'di ba? Same thing whether babae o lalaki. Like yung parent na babae or parent na lalaki. Marami po akong nakakasama na yung mga nanay nasa abroad while yung tatay nasa Pilipinas. mas pinipili na sila ang maging mag-alaga ng anak. It's not because na tamad sila, but because ang mga babae po, lalo na sa Middle East, mabilis sila magkaroon ng trabaho. Yun lang yung rason dun. One of the few legit reason na may mga ganong arrangement. 'Di ba? Paano kung nagloko yung babae sa abroad? Which again nangyayari. 'Di ba? Kahit siya yung babae, kailangan niya rin mag-provide ng support. So bakit puro lalaki lang? No? Custodian parent refers to the parent who is raising a child. Huh? Okay. Sige. Person on his on absence of the co-parent who is otherwise. Okay. Deadbeat parent. Okay. Refers to a parent who has abandoned his or her parental obligations or unwilling to pay his or her child support. Okay? Secretary. DSWD. So, ang involved lang dito, DSWD. Support order means a judgment decree or order, whether a temporary, final, or subject for modification. Modification issued by the court or I really hope na naupuan to nila with DSWD. No? I really hope. I remember during the time of Erwin Tulfo sa DSWD. I remember hindi naka-mandate sa DSWD ang mag-demand ng support. They have to file a complaint. Okay? If I remember it correctly, you can correct me on that. I clearly remember kaya nagkaroon no ng MOE or MOU between DSWD at the time at saka ang PAW because of this. So pag may nagreklamo kay DSWD about child support, si DSWD will conduct whatever they need to conduct, like case study and the shebang documentation. They have to forward that to PAW, and PAW will be issuing the support order. Sila ang magpapadala ng parang demand letter na ikaw ay kumuha or mag-provide ng support. Otherwise, si PAW ang magsasampa ng kaso for neglect, child abuse, financial or economic abuse in relation to child support. Diba? Correct niyo ako guys kung mali ako. Establishing paternal child support order. A paternal child support order legally obligates non-custodial father to provide financial support for their children and provides the amount of obligation, monthly obligation, blah, blah. And how it is being paid. The Department of Social Welfare shall spearhead judicial or administrative process concerning child support obligation. Okay? See? Tama ako. Judicial. So basically, they will conduct whatever is needed para ma-prove na ito ngang tatay hindi nagpo-provide ng support. And this will be forwarded to PAW, no? For them to see kung dapat ngang kasuhan si absentee father. Okay? Pero it's not, I really don't think that DSWD have the power to send an order as such na sinasabi dito. Okay? This is to my understanding alone, guys. Amount of paternal child support. The amount of paternal child support shall be at least 10% of father's salary. However, this acts mandate a paternal child support per child, guys, shall not be lower than 6,000. Shall not be lower than 6,000. Let's say, guys, asan yung calculator ko? Here. Here's my calculator. 6,000. Apat ang anak mo. Times mo ng 4, so 24,000. What if ang sahod mo 24,000 times mo ng 10%? Will only fall to 2,400 times mo ng 4. 'Di ba? Gets mo? So kung halimbawa ang sahod nitong tatay 24,000, let's say no, typical na call center agent. 24,000 ang sahod, may 4 na anak. Okay? Yung 4 niyang anak, kailangan niya magbigay ng 6,000 per child. Times mo na ngayon ng 4, 24,000 na agad. However, part of this, at least 10%. So, ano 10% ng 24? 2,4 lang. Sa 2,4, times mo ng 4, 9,600 minus mo ng 24,000, 9,600 minus mo ng 24,000, may 14,400 pa yung tatay. So, halimbawa, kung silang mag-asawa, 9,600 times mo ng 2, at least merong 19,200. 'Di ba? Yung 4 na anak na budget. Baon, pamasahe. 'Di ba? Makatotohanan ba 'to? 6,000 per child. Eh, karamihan nga guys ng hindi karamihan this is very, very true, no? Karamihan ng hindi nakakapagbigay ng child support is yung mga walang pera. Yung mga nagtatrabaho sa laylayan. Construction worker, janitor, basurero, and kung sino-sino pa. Padjak boy. So yung mga ganon, kakasuhan mo only because they were not able to pay a child support of 6,000. 'Di ba? Paano ngayon kung ang gagawin ng babae magpabuntis, magpabuntis, magpabuntis? Ginawa niya yung anak niyang cash cow. So may 6 siyang anak, let's say no, may 6 siyang anak. So sa 6,000 times mo ng 6, every month may 36,000 siya. Otherwise, kulong ka. Tama ba? At merong mga ganyang babae, I don't call them nanay anymore. Alam niyo guys, mataas ang respeto ko sa mga nanay, pero pagdating sa mga nanay na balahura din, I'm sorry. 'Di ba? Eto ba sa tingin niyo makatotohanan? Pa-comment nga guys, lalong-lalo na dun sa mga tatay. Pa-comment po. Now, Section 6, establishing paternity. Paternity establishment is a prerequisite for obtaining a child support order. Without paternity established, children have no legal claim on their father's income. In addition to financial benefits, establishing paternity can provide social, psychological, and emotional benefits. In some cases, that father's medical history may be needed to give child proper care. Huh? Kailangan pa talaga yan? Kaya nga absentee yung tatay eh. First and foremost, ayaw niya ng emotional connection. Kasi kung gusto niya ng emotional connection sa kanyang mga anak, definitely hindi siya absentee father. Regardless kung ito ay residente ng Pilipinas o nakatira sa ibang bansa. Kung ayaw niya ng emotional connection or attachment sa kanyang binuntis na babae, and all of a sudden naging anak niya, do you really think we're talking about this? I really doubt it. It is the duty of the state to assist custodian mothers to establish the paternity of a child. The Act creates simpler civil. Okay, so ito na. Simple civil procedures for establishing the paternity. Contested cases by requiring all parties in a contested paternity case to take a genetic or DNA test upon the valid request of a custodian mother. The non-custodian father shall provide for laboratory cost of this test. Okay, what if yung tatay basurero lang? Alam nyo ba kung magkano ang magpa-DNA? It is roughly between 12 to 20 so thousand, depending on the purpose why you're doing the DNA. What if etong tatay has no capacity to pay for this? 'Di ba? Wala siyang kakayanan. Pero dini-deny niya rin na anak niya yung bata. How are you going to resolve that? What are your remedies? The DSWD shall set paternity establishment standards and procedure through the implementing rules and regulations of this act in coordination with the following: DOH, DOJ, and the Philippine Statistics Office to further simplify the procedure. A simple civil process for voluntary acknowledging paternity shall be established. Under the government must explain the rights and responsibility of due process safeguards and afford due process. Eh di ba nga, ayaw ni Raffy Tulfo at hindi naniniwala si Raffy Tulfo sa mga due process. Procedures must be included hospital-based system for voluntary acknowledgement of paternity. I really don't get what's the point of this. Okay. Willful failure to pay child support. Violence. Oh, okay. Ito na. Andito na tayo guys sa copy-paste part. Copy-paste part. I remember one comment coming from one of our viewers. Bakit hindi na lang daw i-amend ang provision ng VAUSI? My question to that, I agree. Bakit nga hindi na lang i-amend ang provision ng VAUSI? My question is, ano ang significance nito para deadmahin natin ang provision ng VAUSI? So kung halimbawa ba in relation to child support, we're just gonna go directly to this? Of course not. Alam mo kung bakit? Because embedded dito, just like the Magna Carta for Seafarers of Raffy Tulfo, embedded ang VAUSI rito. O, diba? The copy-paste gang. Willful failure to pay child support, violence against women and their children as defined by Republic Act 9262 includes the denial of financial support. Okay, we all know that. Consistent with RA 9262 or the VAUSI Act, any person who willfully fails to pay paternal child support, if such an obligation has remained unpaid for 1 year or has an outstanding amount due of 50,000 pesos or more, shall be punished by prison mayor and a fine in amount of not less than 100,000 to 300,000, but not more than 300,000 at the discretion of the court. When the offender is a Filipino living overseas, qualified penalties provided for the inter-country agreements shall be implemented. Now I'm very confused on this one. Sabi niya kanina dito, this is just a civil. Pero ang VAUSI, guys, it is criminal. No? Kaya ka nga makukulong eh. Tapos mape-penalize ka pa oh. Shall be punished by and. Hindi naman sinabing or, but and. And definitely, magkakaroon to ng torts. Ang criminal case kasi guys, laging nakarugtong dyan is civil liabilities. Okay? So ano ba talaga to? Is this criminal or civil in nature? Itong bill na to. Presumption, the existence of a child support obligation that has remained unpaid at least 1 year or has an outstanding amount due of 50,000 or more depends despite demand as alleged in the complaint or information creates a disputable presumption that the person has willfully failed to pay child support. Probation. Enforcement of support orders against paternal grandparents in cases of minor father death and or special cases. So this is a different topic. So anyway guys, so ayun nga no, kung susumahin natin, do you really think kung maging batas man ito, this will gonna be an effective law? Knowing that, copy-paste lang din to sa VAUSI. 'Di ba? Consistent with RA 9262. Pero ang sabi dito, mas strict daw to. Paano siya naging strict kung consistent siya sa VAUSI, sa anti-VAUSI? 'Di ba? And seriously, etong 95% na to, hindi ako naniniwala dito. This is very, very untrue. 95% solo parent babae. Maniniwala ako malaki ang percentage ng babae, but not 95%. Another thing, establishing, no? Child support order. Sino? DSWD o ang ano? O ang courts? Okay? Paano ang process ng judicial or administrative process? Judicial lang 'yan dahil walang kakayanan. Wala sa mandate ng DSWD na magpadala ng support kung hindi PAW, kundi lawyer. 'Di ba? Tapos ito, amount of parents. Hindi po nagiging solo parent ang babae only because laging iniiwan ng lalaki. Minsan, if not always, no, dumarating din talaga ang punto na may mga babaeng iniiwan dahil na rin sa kapagkatao nila. Hindi na po uso ngayon ang lalaking nagluloko. Marami ring babae ang nagluloko ngayon. Trust me. 'Di ba? I want laws na like this. Pero doon lang tayo sa makatotohanan, 'di ba? Per child, 6,000? Karamihan nga ng hindi nakakapag-support yung mga nandodoon sa laylayan ng lipunan natin. Tapos obligahin mong magbayad ng 6,000? Marami nga pong hindi nagfa-file. Marami nga pong lumalapit sa inyo, no? Sa RTIA na hindi sumusuporta si lalaki. Karamihan sa mga 'yan dahil walang kakayanan na magsuporta. So, anong gusto mong gawin? Maging magnanakaw? Dahil kung hindi sila magbibigay, kalaboso sila. Dapat ang ini-enforce natin pagdating sa support is co-parenting. Kung hindi man 50-50, at least 60-40. Kung magkano ginagastos, no, nung babae, or nung babae, nung bata, nung pangangailangan nila. Isuma total nung nanay, 60% ang gagaling sa tatay. 40% ang gagaling sa nanay. At dapat may araw din, ito dapat may araw din na ang tatay is inaalagaan niya yung mga anak niya. Para nakakapagpahinga naman yung nanay. Hindi po katulong 'yan, hindi po yaya yung mga nanay. Kaya dapat tinutulungan din ng mga katulong na bumuo nung bata, nung anak. Oo, kawawa rito ang babae. Given 'yan. Pero dito, kino-crucify mo naman yung other parent. And this kind of rule, this kind of parental support, hindi lang dapat laging nanggagaling sa lalaki. Maniwala kayo sa hindi. Meron din naman mag-partner dati na mas kumikita si babae kumpara kay lalaki. At saka kaya nga yung karamihan, naiiwan sa kanila yung bata. Dapat i-determine kung ano lang yung capacity ng isang tatay. And that person, halimbawa, ito lang para sa akin, ano, I'll put this as an example. Halimbawa yung tatay, isa lang SG, security guard. Okay? And this person is only making what? Sabihin na lang natin 20,000. Malinis na yan, 20,000 kasama ng mga overtime nila, blah, 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 whatever. Sa 20,000, i-make sure naman natin, before natin i-demand doon sa tatay na yon, magbigay ng child support, siguraduhin din natin na kung ano yung matitira sa kanya, he can survive the entire 15 days or 1 month. Hindi rin pwede, no? Okay? This is regardless kung nanay or tatay, Hindi rin po pwede na hindi sila nagsusurvive. So, paano sila? Paano kanila bibigyan ng panibagong suporta the following month kung sila mismo wala nang kakayanan mag-survive? Naisip ba to? Naisip ba to ng mga author ng bill na to? Hindi. Definitely, bakit? Kasi wala namang alam si Erwin Tulfo sa DSWD. Ako napag-aralan ko yan Nakaharap ko tong mga pamilyang to Nakita ko yung sitwasyon ng mga buhay nila Iba-iba po yung sitwasyon ng mga magulang, ng mga mag-asawa, ng mga lalaki. How I wish nga pare-pareho Pero ito, generalized to Itong mga nakasulat na to. Para sa akin, hindi to makatotohanan. So ano, yung mahihirap na tatay, nakakulong na? Bakit? Kasi hindi na kaya mag-provide ng 6,000 Kada isang anak. Paano na lang yung mga lalaki na 12 ang anak sa iba't ibang babae? O paano na lang kung ang tatay, no? Nagpunta sa abroad yung anak ng maliit. Ngayon, nagkaso ngayon, yung babae, yung nanay. Paano kung i-demand ng nanay? Gumagastos ako ng dollars dito So, kasalanan ngayon ng lalaki na hindi niya kaya magbigay ng dollars. 'Di ba? Paano kung ganun yung sitwasyon? 'Di bale sana kung other way around no? Yung lalaki sa Amerika, yung babae dito sa Pilipinas. Kung, no? Kung itong si Congresswoman Jocelyn, in-encourage niya si Raffy Tulfo kasi eto guys, no, magbabase lang tayo sa statement ni legal wife Julie Licop. Never daw na sumuporta si Raffy Tulfo. Siguro kung na-encourage niya si Raffy Tulfo back then na magbigay ng child support sa anak ni Julie Licop, malamang sa malamang, hindi ganito ang pagkakasulat dito. Ewan ko guys, no? I would really love to hear your thoughts about this. Para sa akin, this is another big joke. Gaya nga na sinabi ni Attorney Claire dun sa road rage, no? It's a big joke. This is another big joke. Anyway guys, again, maraming salamat sa panonood. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Definitely, i-share nyo na rin at pag-usapan nating mabuti. Mas gusto ko guys, kung mabibigyan nyo ako ng suggestion. What do you really think is the best way? No? Siyempre, especially dun sa mga tatay, no? Nahiwalay sa asawa. Regardless ako, wala akong pakialam kung nagsusupport kayo hindi. Hindi po ako ang hukom para i-judge ko kayo. 'no? What do you really think is more amicable when it comes to child support? Mas pabor ba kayo sa ganitong sinasabi nila? Okay ba kayo sa 60-40 na hati? Dahil si ex naman, nagpo-provide physical assistance sa inyong mga naging anak or 70-30 perhaps, mga ganyan. Dapat at least 'no, may hati. So yung contribution ni wife, ni ex, ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, whoever, is yung physical na pag-aalaga sa inyong anak. Ikaw naman financial aspect yung binibigay mo. But definitely, hindi natin puwedeng i-disregard na siya ay parent din who should also support, okey? Saan kayo pabor dun, 'di ba? And again, uulitin ko guys, hindi lang naman ang lalaki ang ano, ang dapat nagsusuporta. Dapat in our age 'no, in this digital age, this very, what do you call that, advanced age natin, dapat co-parenting is not only by the term co-parenting, but also financially, 'no? Maghahati rin kayo sa gastos yung mag-ex pagdating sa mga anak ninyo. Kasi kawawa rin yung kinukuhanan niyo ng primary, whether ikaw yung babae o lalaki na mas malaki ang kinikita over dun sa 'di ba? Pagdating dito, pagdating sa obligasyon ng ganito, kailangan mabigat sa lalaki. Yes, pero dapat may tulong pa rin ng babae. 'No? Anyway guys, again maraming maraming salamat. Please don't forget again to share the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.